The hurricane season is peaking. During this time of the year, we find all of that tropical cyclone activity reaching its height, especially across the Atlantic, what we call the main development region. So we'll take a look at that tonight. Basically, from the Cape Verde Islands, now called Cabo Verde, all the way across to where we are, we tend to find this area of interest across Trinidad and Tobago. This is when we watch for those developing systems. Well, right now, it's pretty tranquil and quiet, so no tropical development is expected over the next few days. But it is good to note that this year, it is set to be an extremely active year, and especially around where we are, there's an 85% chance of above normal activity. That is between 4 to 8 named storms. We could be seeing between 1 to 3 of those becoming hurricanes. So that's why we're watching this area quite closely. Even so, right now, it's pretty tranquil. But we still have mostly settled skies again across Trinidad and Tobago tonight. Just that brief shower likely after midnight during the pre-dawn hours. Maybe a few showers will be coming across the hillsides of Tobago, but there will still be a great deal amount of sunshine as you go through your day in Tobago. Across Trinidad tonight, mostly settled, just that brief shower coming across the hillsides, quite normal for this time of the year. As you go through a Tuesday morning, there is just a chance of a couple of showers coming across the northern range, coming into Diego Martin as well. Most of those showers should be fairly brief. During the heat of the afternoon, however, there is a low chance of a heavier shower or just an isolated thunderstorm across western areas of Trinidad. But again, there's still quite a bit of dry air set to push through, and the conditions will be quite tranquil towards the end of the day. So we should be seeing even a touch of haze as well towards the end of Tuesday and going into midweek. Temperature-wise, we're looking at a warm night, 24 degrees Celsius in Trinidad, 25 degrees Celsius tonight in Tobago, 33 will be the high in Trinidad, 32 in Tobago. But look for the temperatures to begin to rise through Wednesday, especially in Trinidad. We could be hitting 34 on Wednesday. That means it's going to be very hot for quite a few of you. And through Thursday as well, we'll keep the heat going, even though it drops to 33, because we'll be adding a bit of moisture as well. So definitely will feel hot and sticky towards Thursday and Friday as well. Now, in terms of the seas, we're still keeping the seas from the winds from the east-southeast at about 15 knots. It's a slight chop for the most part, 1.5 meters offshore, closer to 1 meter as you go through the Caribbean and near calm conditions in the Gulf of Paria. Now, we've been talking about Laura, which has drenched the northern Caribbean out towards Jamaica in western half. They've been seeing 74 millimeters recorded at Montego Bay. And obviously, they did have some flash flooding there as well. And some flash flooding is also going on around the Cayman Islands as well as Cuba. Now, Laura will likely make its way across the western half of Cuba overnight, reaching the southeastern corner of the Gulf of Mexico as it goes through the morning. And it could well be sitting over some warm waters for a while, and therefore it could develop into a hurricane as they forecasted through Tuesday, possibly even getting up to Category 2 just before making landfall across the southern United States as you go through late Tuesday and going into Wednesday. So in terms of the winds as well as the rains, they'll be watching this quite closely for the development of those hurricane force winds making around the Gulf Coast of the United States. Rainfall amounts to 200 millimeters in some places, and that's going to be the major threat alongside the storm surge as that system pushes through. So we'll keep a few showers going for Havana, 32 degrees Celsius here. Still stormy conditions expected as they go through there. Tuesday, conditions will recover across Santo Domingo and Port-au-Prince, just occasional showers here. And for the Eastern Caribbean, it's mostly tranquil, a slight haze around as well. There's a tinge of Saharan dust in the air. That Saharan dust will get thicker as you go through Wednesday, but for the most part, looking at mostly fair weather across the Eastern Caribbean on Tuesday. So that's your forecast, and that's it from me.